Hello everyone, today in this video we will fight against the Atmos character of our world around us, and this time we will discuss one of the ongoing issue that our current elites around the world, I mean governments plus corporations, would like to introduce into our lives. I mean these are so-called 15-minute cities or something like this, which is nothing more than a sort of ghetto, a sort of cage like we experience in intensive farming of animals like pigs, like poultry, like cows, where the animals are confined in very small cages and their movements are very strictly defined, and they actually do not have any more freedom, and they even cannot practice their natural behaviors, like in case of pigs is, for instance, rooting and digging with their snoots in the ground. They don't have it because they live on concrete and steel floor and are confined in small cages. So 15-minute cities is nothing more than that. Our majority of representatives of our elites, business political because not political cultural elites, because to be a cultural elite one needs to have something in head. They would like to confine people like this, as many people as possible. They want to have confined in such a way to control them. Of course, the attempts of introducing such cities were done in few smaller British cities. One can easily check it on the internet which city it was, but seemingly this program will collapse because there are groups of people that organize themselves. These groups, we can call them teams, they blind, destroy, or disable cameras, and they do it regularly each time cameras are restored in the place. So after some time, such game uh, is boring even for the representatives of our business political elites that are currently ruling us. That's why such form of resistance, together with verbal protests, together with demonstrations, and together with protests in the internet, are very effective, very welcome, and this is the way how we can defend ourselves. Because, as I mentioned in my previous videos, the only aim of government and the same corporations and so on is to rule. And I can quote one of the best Polish theoreticians of civilization and historian, contemporary to large extent to Arnold Toynbee. Gentlemen respected each other, and Felix Konieczny said, among others, that the only aim of the government is to keep the power. The only aim of the government is to keep the power. Yes. So, if this is their only aim, so it means they are afraid to fail in this aim. So they are afraid to lose the power, frankly speaking. So, if the society is aware of that and well organized, can always threaten the power of the governments, whatever it is. Because, as we know, governments want to rule. If they rule us well or if they rule us bad, for them it doesn't matter. That's why we need to force them to do for us what we want and to do for us what we need. To achieve this, we need to be organized as a society at many levels. And such physical actions against 15 minutes cages for people, because these are not cities, these are cages, are very good demonstration of this what should be done to preserve our freedoms. And as I mentioned, we should be always ready to stand for our freedoms, verbally, physically, in the organized way. Then we can force our governments and corporations that are with them. I treat it as one entity. Therefore, we can force the ruling body to rule properly, but we need to do it constantly because this interaction and this fight actually between people and government for freedom will never end. Each generation needs to fight for its own freedom, as President Ronald Reagan said. And this case of this 15 minutes cities in England shows us how 15 minutes cities can be fixed in 15 minutes. So our our motto should be like this: 15 minutes fixed in 15 minutes. All the best. Have a nice day. Bye.